Hi Taran, it's Chris Reed here from Ardor SEO, and I've put together this short video audit to show you the ridiculous potential that you have standing for your website. So the original keyword that we were speaking about was freelance graphic design Perth. So that's what I've gone and typed into Google. And you can see these ads at the top here. They're usually rather expensive because this is a really valuable keyword term. You can see right here these guys have a website designed for $595, which is pretty cheap. But if they're paying even $5 a click and they get 1 in 20 that converts, so what's that, $100? And then they get a $595 sale. So these can really work very well. But ads actually only receive about 2% of the clicks. The other 98% go to these organic keywords. And I can see that Gumtree here is at the top of number 1. So this tells me that this is actually a really easy keyword to go after. So, it would not be hard to beat Gumtree, because at the end of the day, Google knows that it wants to show someone a website, a brand, someone that can do the service, not a generic website like Gumtree or Seek. So, there's plenty of potential. But I've picked as an example this Christy Russell Design, as they seem like a similar kind of agency, so that we can compare some apples and apples. So the next thing I did was go and type site colon and your domain name into Google, and you can see this is how all of your how Google sees your website in authority, and it's actually structured pretty okay. You got work and services as the second most authoritative page, and then down to contact. There's nothing that springs to mind straight away of anything that's wrong. The only real thing that I would look at is that you've got your brand name at the front here, and if people don't know your brand so much, they're searching for freelance graphic design Perth, then tell them that that's what you do. They don't know you, so they're not going to go to your website based on your name. So they're more interested in what you do, and that's what it should really say for all of your pages. Like, this is what this page is about, and this is what our company is. But that's not a major change. So if we go and look at traffic, we can see this is SEMrush, and you actually rank for 76 keywords, but are generating next to no traffic from it. And that's because you're just not on the front page for these. So like this keyword here, logo design Perth, we see you down at number 23. And the old saying, where's the best place to hide a dead body? On page 2 of Google. No one's going to look there. And to move from page 2 or 3, like you can see here, freelance designers, graphic design company, you've got some really awesome keywords. I gather 77 Pharmacy is one of your customers. You've got some really awesome keywords, but you're just not on the front page where you need to be from them. Where if we go and look at Christy Russell Design, they only rank for 49 keywords opposed to your 76, but they're on the front page for all of them, well, a lot of them, which generates them 108 visitors every single day. If they would buy that traffic from Google AdWords, it would cost them $640 every single day. And you can see, look at these fantastic keywords: Perth graphic design Perth, graphic design photography, 1, 2, 3, and look at the search volume. Like that's huge. That's a lot of free organic traffic that's going to their website. They still have plenty of other keywords that they could be ranking for. So, Google can't tell who's the best graphic designer in Perth. What they can tell is, they can read your content, see that you're about graphic design, but all other things being equal, it comes down to backlinks. If you have all the same nice loading website and all the same content, then it's about who's linking to you and who's talking to you. And we can look at the backlinks there too. And so we can see these guys have a trust flow of 12 and a citation flow of 17. Trust flow is basically your authority, and citation flow is kind of how much link juice comes down from those links. and these numbers should be pretty close to each other. This is a little bit out of whack, but it's not too bad. And that comes from 13 domains, which shows that they're pretty good links. And so one thing that I found really surprising is your trust flows is 24, which is massive. And you coming from 12 referring domains means you have super big trust, which from your rankings is really quite strange. I would expect with so this is a logarithmic scale too. It's not linear. Each step is exponentially more difficult and more valuable. And so to go up from 12 to 24 is a huge step. It's not double, it's well more than double. So your site is quite an authority, and it's got pretty decent structure, which points, and if SEMrush's data is not always correct, but it's usually pretty spot on. And so if this is anywhere near right, it leads me to think that you've had some sort of penalty in the past. So I'd recommend that be the first thing to look at. I mean, you know your website, but even if I click for all time, I can see that you spiked up a couple of years ago, but then back down to nothing. So I'm not entirely sure what is the issue that's holding your site back, but there's certainly something, because you've got huge authority and you really should be ranking a whole lot better than that. So I'd really like to take a deeper delve and speak to you about that. So who am I anyway? Well, that's me right there. I'm Chris Reed, the CEO and founder of Ardor SEO, and we specialize in working with companies just like yours all around Australia. You'd know WooCom in Perth, Move Ahead Media in Sydney, and one of our largest customers is Sponsored Links up in Brisbane, and they've got over 120 staff and have been with us 4 or 5 years now. And we generate thousands of more visitors to their websites and their customers' websites each and every month. And I'd really love to help you do the same thing. So really my only question for you today, Taryn, is would you like me to put together a strategy to show you how you can generate thousands of more visitors to your website and take advantage of that huge authority that your site already has and find out why it's not ranking? All you need to do is click the button below this video. It'll pop up my calendar. Just find a date and time that suits you and book in a call. Some questions I'd like you to think about though. What is the average customer worth to you? What's your current conversion rate from your website? And what would an extra 1,000 visitors a month do for your business? Anyway, Taryn, I hope you find that informative and useful. It is just the tip of the iceberg, and there is certainly a lot more work to be done. But hopefully that puts you in the right direction. And I hope you'll be booking in a call, and we get to speak really soon. So have a great day, and talk soon. Bye bye.